Wow, I think I'm in the wrong lab. I'm going to do a different type of shave today, but I'm not going to use my my saw. So let's put this away, and I'll be right back. All right, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use a new shaving cream that I have not used before. It's by Pacific Shaving Company. It's right here, and this is the caffeinated shaving cream with a kick. We're going to find out how this does. The brush I'm going to use, this is the star of the show, by the way. The brush I'm going to use is, I had it soaking here for a couple minutes, is the Frank Shaving. This comes from Hong Kong. It's a synthetic brush. It's almost a tuxedo. I like that, almost. Anyway, that's what I'm going to use, okay? The razor is a RazoRock. This is a double or open comb RazoRock. It's a 3-piece razor, and in that I'm going to use the Vazcod second usage. This will be the third time I use it. The Russian blade. I like these blades. It's a really nice. This might be the last time I use a blade, and I won't be able to tell that until I shave this face. So, shall we begin? I'm going to use my kick in the butt, I guess I call it, the soap. We'll see how this does. I've got about 3 days of growth on there. I'm kind of curious to see how this shaving cream works. For those of you that are interested, I did make a video on different shaving creams, but I'm scrapping it. I'm going to toss it out. There were just too many little errors in it. So I'm going to make the whole thing differently. I'm trying to get a little different camera arrangement. I'm trying to talk to you about what makes a good cream and what doesn't. And then also, let's see how we're going to do this. I'm going to put this in my hand to begin with, like this. I don't know how much I need. Let's put a little bit more. More is usually not better, but let's see how it does. And then I'm going to work this in with my brush. Oh yeah, let's go back to the other my other topic I was just talking about a minute ago, my video that I made on different creams. I'm going to be talking about potassium hydroxylate, sodium hydroxylate, things like that to help make up a good shaving cream. I got a lot left on my hands. It's slippery at least. So I'm going to it's going to take me a little longer than I wanted to. I'm trying it with, the first video I did, I tried it with 3 different brushes. The video was quite long. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to use one brush, probably a boar brush. Let's see how this does. The synthetic brush on this. And because if you can't bring it up with a boar brush, as far as the lather, create a lather with a boar brush, it's not going to happen. That's what I'm going to do on my video. So I'm going to change the format a little bit. I am working on it, so be patient. There's so much to do. Let's see if I can get this thing to lather a little bit. Just keep working on it. Probably could put a little more water in it, but let's see how we do here. This side of the face never lathers as well as the other side. I don't know. Maybe there's more wrinkles over here. Let me add a little bit of water to this. Whoop, a little bit of water. Wow. To this brush. The nice thing about this soap is that you can take it on a trip and throw it in your suitcase. You don't need a scuttle or a mixing bowl. You can just use it with or without a brush. There we go. Now it's coming up. I just added a little water on it, and yes, I did put too much in it. Well, this is the first shave of the new year, 2020. How about that? New decade. And I hope you guys really try some of these products, because life's like one experience attached to another one. This soap is not, I think they had a sale on it too, but it's pretty inexpensive, but I thought I'd give it a try. All right. What I'm going to do is put some nice warm water in one of my bowls, hot water. Then I'm going to float this one here in the other one to keep that lather warm. Alright. Hope you all had a nice New Year's. This open comb RazoRock razor. And this will be the last time I use it. I can feel it. See, I don't know at this point, it tugs a little bit because the razor blade is dull? Is it because of the razor itself? Or because of the cream I'm using? Hey, somebody has to do the experimentation. Might as well be me. I got my hat on. You should have seen the cool hat that they gave me when I worked at White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. God, that was 1967. I lived in Las Cruces in a trailer, and I had to take my Volkswagen over the top of a mountain every day just to get to the base. And it was a struggle every day just to get up that mountain. And I remember they used to close it off there on the other side, I think it's Alamogordo, when they were shooting rockets off uprange or downrange, uprange. They shot them northwards. Soap seems to be pretty slippery, but let's find out when I wash my face again. There's a little bit of an overhang, but it's not bad. All right. First pass was tolerable. I think it's because that blade was used a couple times. Although sometimes the second time you use a blade, it just feels better. Go figure. All right, let's use the soap that's in here. This will be pass number 2. I mean, again, I'm using that RazoRock razor open comb. I got, what, 3 or 4 of them now? Got the slant bar, the slock, 4 of them. And then I have the slant bar, open comb. I think I got 3 of them, or 4, 3 or 4. This lather's up really nice. It seems like it holds the lather real nice in this synthetic brush. It's got a real pleasant, like a minty candy smell almost. All right. Got to make it a good shave for the first shave of the year. All right. It will go across the grain now. I've been thinking about writing a book on wet shaving. You know, the best creams to use, best soaps, how to start to learn to shave, what do you have to do. brushes, synthetic, horsehair, badger. I just have to find the time to do it. Lick myself there a little. I don't know why I'm hurrying. All right. Pass number 3 coming up. Against the grain. Oh, by the way, welcome to Robin Hood Shaving Artisans. I forgot. Oh boy. One more. Well, I should put enough soap on the face to begin with. There's a lot of it left in the brush. All right, goes on real nice. It look at the end of that brush. All synthetics do that. That's kind of neat how that does that. Even your brush still does it. All right, we're gonna go against the grain now, and away we go. I moved the camera up about 2 inches higher than it usually is, so if it looks a little different, that's why. If you've ever used this soap before, or this cream, let me know. Put your comments below, I appreciate it. Nice. It's a nice razor. It's interesting about this razor. If you hold it at the 30-degree angle, let's see, how can I do that so you can see it like this here? It feels a little sharper, but if you hold it down a little bit like that, you can almost buff it. It smooths out. It just feels a lot smoother. And it still keeps the whiskers off. Cuts them. Always take short strokes around this place, guys, because otherwise you're going to cut yourself. I do. All right. One more touch up. We'll get all the spots on this next pass of all the places I missed. Oh boy, it makes it smooth though. Considering that's the third use of the blade. Did nice, all right. I'm gonna do this anyway on the cheeks. Hope you guys had a good New Year's Eve. Don't forget to get the new little booklet for your car if you're keeping your mileage. I had to do that. Mark down your beginning mileage for the year so you can deduct it on your taxes if you go to the doctor or for his business. I always forget to do it. Usually remember about midway through January, but this time I did it on New Year's Eve. Okay. Pretty good. Lather's nice. All right. This will be the last pass, gentlemen. Ladies also. And those in between, if you know what I mean. Okay. Don't want to leave anybody out. Horses, cows, pigs, cats, dogs, mice, mink. Maybe I'm just too damn old. Too set in my ways. Alright. Buff this a little bit. To hold it flat, oh, it does a nice job. You don't think it's taking anything off, but it really does. Decrease the angle. It's always one or two spots that's always stubborn, but I have to get every last whisker. All right. It helps if you puff your cheek out and then stretch the skin. All right. A little bit area here. Super. All right, let's wash it down with some cold water. Oh man, look at that face. Man. Only a mother could love. All right. All right, next step. Use some witch hazel. We're going to use the Humphreys witch hazel, and I do have tea tree oil in there. It's my favorite. You know that by now. I just like the smell and how it feels. Skin likes it. Do you think my wrinkles are going away? I'm going to be 77 next month. Okay. After shave lotion, I'm going to use the Arco Action for Men. It's one of the first ones I bought. I really liked it. I've been using that for some time now. Oh. Really a nice smell. Wow. Well, I'm going to let that dry. And as a kicker, I'm going to use the Pacific Shaving Company. I can't read backwards. Aftershave Caffeinated. Caffeinated. Come on, balm. It's a balm. Aftershave that arouses. Oh man. Aftershave that arouses. So we'll put a little bit on this on the hand. I think the last time I used it, I used a little bit too much. That's all I'm going to use. To see how this does. Push up, push up. It's almost a, it smells like candy you open up with some cheap candy you open up with a wrapper. It's not a strong scent to it. The Arco is overshadowing it, but that's okay. This would be a nice balm to use if you have a real expensive cologne to use, because it's not going to take away from the smell of it. And since it is still a little cool out, put the rest of my hands. Well, that's it. You see how that looks? Nice. I still got soap in my ears, probably, or behind my ears. Nice smooth. That cut went away, that little nick. Nice smooth shave. I'm surprised. All right, let's go over this. I use the Pacific Shaving Company aftershave caffeinated aftershave that arouses, the balm. Really nice, very pleasant. Article, I use the Action right there. Action, the aftershave cologne. It's a cologne. Humphreys witch hazel with tea tree oil. The blade I used was the Voskov Teflon coated. That was the third use on that blade. The razor I used was the RazoRock. It's a 3-piece razor, and that's the open comb. And there's a little bit of an overhang, not too bad. I like it, I'm used to it. The brush I used was a Frank shaving brush. It's a synthetic, comes from Hong Kong. Very nice, holds the lather really nice in it. I didn't have to put too much water in it, but when after I rubbed it on my face, I put the water, it seemed like it came alive. Then the star of the show I used was a Pacific Shaving Company caffeinated shaving cream. I'll buy this again. I'm really surprised how well it shaved. It was very, very nice. I would highly recommend it. Give this a try. I'll put a link right down below. All right, that's it, guys, for the day, for this shave. Have a great year coming up, and I hope that you all had a nice holiday and leave all your problems last year away. We're going to start a whole new year. It's going to be a lot of exciting products I'm going to be using and testing out this year, so I hope that you continue to watch. I will have 2 more videos, one up there and one down there, and a subscribe button on this side. I appreciate it if you would subscribe, and if you already have, I really appreciate that too. I do. What else? That's about it. That's all I can think about. We'll see you on the next shave. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.